Wrong one. Sorry. Hey, there we go. Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast of the GGBeach tournament over here on Fresno State Esports. I am your broadcaster and director for the night, Ricky J, here on the call, and we are excited to display another match of some high impact Overwatch action brought to you by Fresno State Esports. Once again, this is the continuation of the current tournament being held by GGBeach. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that bracket as we have tonight's matchup between your Fresno State Overwatch varsity squad against the CSU Domingo Hills Cardinal team. Now, this is the losers round 2 bracket. So after the Dogs defeated CSU Long Beach Silver last week, they're looking to continue that stretch as they face Domingo Hills Cardinals tonight, who last time they faced off against San Marcos Overwatch Blue, both teams came up over the top in a 3-0 fashion, and the winner tonight will take on Irvine Valley College in the losers quarterfinal. And then that's going to determine who's going to be able to face off against UCR versus Fullerton Overwatch, as well as Long Beach Gold. Now you can see the rest of the bracket there. The rest of the game should be taking place over the span of the next couple days, so we will be able to once again keep you guys updated on any changes that happen from there. Now let's go ahead and head over to our rosters for tonight. I'm actually looking at the current roster for tonight's game. And what it looks like is our current roster for tonight is going to be Sundown is going to be on the tank. Zemp is going to be alongside KCB as the starting DPSs. And for supports, it looks like we have PB Cord and Venari for the side of Fresno State. For Domingo Hills, they are currently waiting for one more player, but this is what their roster looks like at the moment. Which includes a Steven, Low Gods, Numbers, Wiki Tricks, and one other member. Now, Fresno State, let's go ahead and talk about this Fresno State squad because they have a stacked roster this season. Their records may not show it, but man, this squad is a really good, solid team. Because here's the reason. They brought in 2 brand new players, including of Sushime and PB Cord. And those 2 high Grandmasters players in both their respective roles. Sushime for DPS and PB Cord for support. And he put that alongside the former core Fresno State already had with Phoenix and Sundown on tank. You used to have KCV, Zemp, and Esteth. And then not to mention you have the senior Bacon Strip alongside Venari and Sage. And you got a phenomenal roster that's able to like rotate in and out. If someone needs to come in, they could easily come in, fill in their shoes. And we've seen that throughout the whole entire season. The reason why NECC has been tough for them is because they are in the literal highest division. Because of their cumulative rank score. That put them in the top division with teams like Illinois State, Northwood, Oregon, just with some phenomenally stacked teams from the whole entire nation. And then on the Mountain West side, we've seen they're able to compete. They barely lost a close one against UNLV, which was winnable. And then they also got to compete against Boise State as well. Now we'll see how the rest of the season goes because they should be playing again in about 2 weeks, if I am correct. We will go ahead and see from there. But this is an exciting roster to look out for, and especially off the success they had from last season, they're looking to continue it forward. And it looks like all the members are here. We're just waiting to see if everyone is ready to go on that end. But let's continue and talk about Overwatch for a bit, because right now it's still in a good state at the moment. Nothing poor compositions. We've seen a lot of mixes of different stuff. We've seen a range from like on the side of tanks. We've seen Doomfist get in play. We've seen Winston get played a lot. We've seen just about a little bit of everyone. Ramatra, that was the main tank from the last season, alongside like Orisa. They got nerfed hard. And with that happening, we're seeing a lot more of Winston. We're seeing a lot more of Reinhardt. Those 2 have been played a lot. In addition, we've also seen some iterations of Doomfist as well, like I said. And then in terms of DPSs, we've seen it kind of range and diverse as well. Cassie's been a big one. Reaper's been always big. Tracer's been like the main like flank dive agent. Uh, like whereas like in previous iterations, like we saw last season, it was typically like more of a Somber playing that role. But Tracer we've seen mostly in part with Genji as well. And then obviously Widow's been like the main primary sniper. We're not seeing as much unless you're talking about like maybe like going like Eichenwald maybe. But other than that, you rarely get to see a Nash in play. And then Symmetra always been a big crucial factor that we've been seeing a lot as well. And then finally for supports, you can't go wrong with any support at the moment. The main ones being mainly like Lucio, and then what we've seen the most is kind of the same as last season, where it's a mix of both Ana and Kiriko as like a main secondary DPS. Ana's been like a crucial one, especially with the way you could use her grenade for both either healing or to be able to anti someone. Both have been able to be crucial, and then Kiriko just able to be basically like a secondary DPS alongside of Lucio, just to be able to keep up damage influx. So we'll see. Knowing this roster, I'm expecting PB Core to be probably on the Lucio. Venari expect him to either be playing on the Ana or possibly on the Kiriko. Kiriko has been a solid pick for Venari throughout the past couple seasons, so we'll see if he's gonna be able to go with that. Looking at Sundown, especially when we're looking at talking about attack or control, I mean, we're gonna be looking at him probably playing the Reinhardt is gonna be my guess. And then Zemp, we could see him on multiple positions. What we've been mainly seeing him play is either gonna be like, I don't know, typically like maybe like a dive like Tracer. We've also seen him play a lot of Sojourn alongside Tsushime. But we'll see as we head on into the match. It looks like we may be heading to Lijiang Tower to start things off. We'll go ahead and see right now. But talking to Ryan before the match, he did want to like kind of like start with the normal roster, but then depending on how things go, just because this is a lower Masters team, they're looking to trade in and maybe switch a couple players in, just see what's going to be working for them. We'll see how things go from there, though. Once again, we're just waiting for things to get up and started so we could go ahead and head into the match. But let me know what you guys think. What are you guys excited to see tonight? Are you guys excited to see how Sundown's going to provide in the tank role once again? Because let's be honest, we've been seeing a lot of Sundown as of lately. Are you excited to see if Zemp or Tsushima are going to be able to continue to step up like they have over the past couple weeks? Or are you looking at the supports to be able to step up to the plate? Maybe we even see Bacon Strip in the mix. Who knows? As we are continuing to wait for both teams to ready up, we'll go ahead and keep you guys updated on this losers round 2 matchup. Now it looks like our bro teams are ready to go. We're just waiting for the admin to go ahead and start up the match, and then we'll go ahead and jump on in. But yeah, but it should be an exciting one. I'm excited to see how things are going to play out. Who knows, maybe if we get to push, maybe you can finally get to see Antarctica come into play. That's something that just got introduced in the latest season. We have yet to see it get used and played, especially since we haven't got the chance to see push as much. Biggest most of our matches have been 3-0s. We rarely get the 3-1 nowadays. And then we're just waiting for the map picks to come on through. We'll go ahead and keep you guys updated with that. But yeah, hopefully we'll see Antarctica come into play. Nothing else has really changed. We'll see what both teams go into depending on what map this is. We could like what we've been seeing the most specifically been like Oasis or Lijiang. Looks like we are going to be heading to Lijiang because that is going to be Domingo Hill's Cardinals pick. So we should be jumping on in at any moment once we are good to go. And then for those of you also jumping on in, I do also want to mention we will also be broadcasting tomorrow night for tomorrow's match of Valorant. We're going to be actually broadcasting not Fresno State Red, who's going to be rescheduling their match. We are going to be broadcasting Fresno State Valorant Blue. And we are now officially into the action. Let's go ahead and head on into Lijiang Tower. And now both teams are arranging their compositions as we head into Lijiang. Fresno State's going to be on the left. CSU Domingo Hills are going to be on the right. And ooh, the Orisa. Nope, never mind. The Ramatra being picked on the side of Domingo Hills. May 1 HMB been seeing a lot on both control and escort. Going to be possibly hovered at the moment by numbers for the side of Domingo Hills. Looking at the Fresno State side, Phoenix looking to be playing the Doomfist. Zemp and Tsushima going to be playing the Cassie and the May. And like I said at the start, expecting PB Cord and Venari on the Kiriko. And never mind, we have a change with Phoenix going to be coming on in on the Drunken Queen instead. The first Maywalk going to be coming on into play on the side of CSU Domingo Hills. Both teams contesting out in mid, and it's going to be Zemp and the rest of the Fresno State squad getting the first blood. And right now, Fresno State, they're continuing to push on through. And it's going to be Fresno State that's going to be able to control the point first off the initial play. And now it's Phoenix, PB Court, and Venari playing up front, not allowing CSU Domingo Hills to make their way forward. Wikitrix makes the switch on over to the Ramatra. Let's see how things play from here, as Fresno State is now going to be down a tank. Zemp not going to be able to back away far enough, and now it's the rest of the Fresno State squad that is forced to play back. Tsushima trying to do as much damage as he can, gonna be able to not take out anyone, unfortunately. And now Fresno State's gonna go down. That leaves it just up to Venari to try to contest. Won't be able to contest long enough. And CSU Domingo Hills are not gonna be able to get their money up on the scoreboard. Fresno State forced to play back for the short time being. Shots coming on through as the Kitchen Rush comes on through for both sides. And the Rampage from the Drunken Queen comes on through. But nothing happening as of yet, as the Photon Barrier for the side of CSU Domingo Hills comes on into play. And right now it is a 3-for-1 trade coming in favor of the Toros. Make it 4-for-1 as Domingo Hills. They're going to win the first team fight of the night. And they're going to maintain control of the objective. And a great job for the side of Domingo Hills to be able to maintain control. And oh, Phoenix in a bad spot. He's going to have to try to get away as the Blizzard's up. But luckily, Zuzu, just in time by Venari, is able to escape. But Phoenix comes on through at the perfect time of the B drop. And then I come through as well alongside the Blizzard. Tsushima unfortunately goes down, but Zemp able to trade things out. Now CSU Domingo Hills are without a tank. And now Fresno State take full advantage of the Blizzard coming on in alongside the Deadeye from Zemp. And now it's Fresno State that are able to try to take their percentage up. Low fives, trying to get a little bit of damage on it from the backside on the Symmetra. In terms of ultimates, the closest thing we have at the moment is another Rampage coming on through for Phoenix. But also, ooh, Tsushima able to trade out on the side, wins the May battle. The Rampage now available as well for Phoenix. Wiki's gonna be low, and the Agency comes on through, and that's gonna be a quadruple. And that is a 4-for-1 trade coming on through that big team fight there. 5-for-1 if you didn't include numbers. Death coming on in through at the start of that fight. And Fresno State, they're going to be close to taking things over here and taking over the lead. 3/4 of the way. That was taking the objective. The Photon Barrier alongside the Kitchen Rush are available, and both are activated. The Deadeye is also available for the side of Zemp. Fresno State still pushing CSU Domingo Hills back as the Ramatra goes down, and that's a 3-for-none trade for the side of Fresno State. Fresno State passing 90% and are 7% of the way from winning this first round. Fresno State looking to play back. The Lucio trying to come on in on the flank. Is he going to be able to make it there in time? No, he will not, as he goes down. A good shot coming on through for Zemp. The Deadeye is also available, but it's not going to be able to activate in time, as Fresno State are going to be able to take over round number 1.
Ready for battle.
And similar to that first team fight, both teams had their Kitsune rushes up and were able to activate them immediately. However, the big difference there was just that CSU Domingo Hills were just put up to a choke point. And with Phoenix and Tsushima just defending up at the front lines, there's nothing the Toros team could do. And we do have a composition coming change as you move over to round 2. Phoenix and Zemp and Tsushima making changes, with Phoenix opting in for the Winston. Zemp's gonna be on the Sojourn and Tsushima gonna be playing on Tracer. And now both teams contesting up on center control. And it's Wiki taking a majority of damage, but in Nemesis form he is going to be able to take down PB Cord. Fresno State going to be without a support, and it's going to be crucial as 2 DPSs are low. And Sim going to be able to retreat back, but unfortunately Tsushima will not be able to. As the first fight so far going in favor of Domingo Hills. And they're going to be able to just push Fresno State all the way back and forcing the dogs to retreat on over to the other side. Phoenix putting up the barrier, negating some of the damage as Tsushima was slept. Tsushima gonna be able to be healed back on up, but Fresno State right now, they have no way of being able to push on through. Phoenix dives on through, trying to attack that back line, but he's put to sleep. Look at that barrier keeping him up and alive, and that gives Tsushima the opportunity to be able to take out 1. And Zamp hitting his railgun shots, and now they're able to take down 3. A 3 for none trade in favor of the dogs right now, with just Wiki on the point at the moment. But as Wiki goes down, that is a 5 for no trade in favor of the dogs, and they are going to be able to take point up the objective before Domingo Hills reaches 50%. But man, another good sweep coming on in for Maelstrom for the side of Domingo Hills. 5 ultimates available, 3 on the side of Fresno State, 2 available on the side of Domingo Hills. As Domingo Hills are trying to attack from their right side to try to take over the control. They do have the Annihilation available, but here comes the Kitsune Rush. And that is a clean team kill coming on through for Fresno State. Only 1 ultimate gets activated, but man, Fresno State coordinated that perfectly. And now the question is, how is Domingo Hills going to be able to counterattack? Fresno State, they're holding them all the way back. A few shots coming on through for all members. Domingo Hills finally gets attacked through the sound barrier coming on through. 3 ultimates activated for the side of Domingo Hills, and it's going to be Numbers able to make the first strike in this team fight as he takes down Phoenix. And 1 by 1, Fresno State's following PB Cord and Venari, forced to retreat on back. But PB Cord not able to escape with the scythe in time. 4 for none for Domingo Hills, and they're going to be able to take objective. Fresno State slick at 68 as Domingo Hills surpassed by 60%. 2 ultimates still available on both sides. Phoenix still has his Primal Rage alongside Zemp's Overclock. But however, the Annihilation is now activated for Wiki alongside that Nano Boost. However, that will not last long, not able to deal the damage. But Wiki gets knocked off by PB Cord, and this is Fresno State's chance to strike. The Primal Rage coming on through, and it's going to be Venari and Zem teaming on up and able to take down 1. It's just going to be Night Fury on the objective, but he's going to be quick to go down. A 5 for 3 trade in favor of Fresno State, and now they're going to be able to stop Domingo Hills' progress at 95%. And they're going to be able to pass by 3 quarters as we do have a composition change with Wiki Tricks coming on in through on the Diva. Numbers going to be able to teleport on through, but takes a lot of damage and is forced to retreat on back. But Tsushima coming on in from the side is able to take him out. The overclock is going to be up and active. But the railgun shot's not going to be able to take him out. But Venari playing at his second DPS, able to take down 2. And teams up with Zemp to take down Wiki. And it's not going to be able to be enough for Domingo Hills. As Fresno State, they're going to be able to take the first one 2-0. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the play of the game coming on through from Phoenix.
Time for the reckoning.
A good play here from that Fresno State tank. And Fresno State, they're going to be up on the board first. 1-0. And a great job from the Dogs. There were times where, alright, they had to lay back, may have not won the team fight they were looking for. However, the way they were able to capitalize was so crucial, so good. Phoenix, the freshman IGL for the Dogs, just did a phenomenal job, just not only just taking damage, but like using ultimates at just the right time. The Primal Rage was able to do a big major part of damage we saw in that second round, especially when teamed up with Venari and with Zemp. Man, it was just a pattern of destruction. In addition to that, let's go ahead and like go back to that first round where on the Junker Queen, Rampage is used at the perfect time. Because you saw off the ante, CSU Domingo Hills had no way to be able to counteract that. No one was able to heal. And then you just had PB Cord, Venari, and Tsushima just able to just absolutely shred. And then as we move on into King's Row, we're going to see if that chemistry can continue for the Dogs. Because there's going to be no substitutions for them. Both sides are keeping with the same core. It's going to be a matter of which team is going to be able to counterattack. Does Domingo Hills have a proper game plan to be able to counteract the Dogs and be able to win more team fights? Because Domingo Hills, they showed they do have the capability of winning those team fights. However, it's just going to be a matter of, are they going to be able to kind of like stack those team fights? Are they going to be able to have enough gas in the tank to not only be able to take up, not only control of the objective, but then be able to escort the payload? Because you got to win team fight after team fight. You're going to have to pick off one by one or just should have a good team plan and take over when needed. Or if you're Fresno State, you're looking to keep this up. Because your team play right now is looking phenomenal. It's looking strong. And as we head on down to King's Row, we're going to go ahead and get things started. Both the gates will be up and active for the side of Domingo Hills in 30 seconds as Fresno State makes their way through. Let's go ahead and take a look at the competition for Fresno State. With Phoenix going to be playing on the Reinhardt. For our DPSs, we have Tsushima playing back on the Mei, and Zemp going to be on the Cassidy. PB Core going to remain on the Lucio. And then we're going to have Venari going to be playing on the Baptiste. And for the side of Domingo Hills, same thing as for our supports and our tank. Numbers going to be playing on the Mei and Low Fives on the Bastion. And the attack is going to be coming on through. Phoenix playing around the statue. Just going to take a couple swings. As Domingo Hills, they're going to be looking to push on through. And now both teams stacking on up in the team fight. The Maywall going to be coming on through on the side of Fresno State. But unfortunately, Phoenix does go down. So Fresno State without a tank. Shots coming on through from Zemp, and he's able to take down one. Fresno State still without a tank, so we'll see how long they're going to be able to last. Zemp trying to attack the support, but put to sleep. Zemp in a really bad spot. Is he going to be able to retreat out? No, he won't. As Zemp goes down, though, here comes Phoenix. Able to strike down, though, and able to take down one. And right now, Fresno State is plowing their way on through. And this first team fight, despite a couple of players going down, they're going to win the team fight. And that's going to force Domingo Hills to try to regroup. And as we look at ultimates, the Shatter and the Blizzard are up and active for Fresno State. The Earth Shatter gonna come on through. Zem gonna be able to capitalize, and he's gonna be able to get a second. The Deadeye also available as well. And Fresno State, they're looking to just keep Domingo Hills now in spawn. Now, what's Domingo Hills' game plan here? They're looking to regroup now, but Phoenix, he's looking to stop it here and now. Domingo Hills gonna try to push on through. The Blizzard's gonna be active for Tsushima, but he's quick to go down. 3 members frozen though on the other side. Zem trying to capitalize off it, but he will not. A Gurganade is gonna stick, but it will not be able to take him out. Phoenix coming back in from spawn, and Domingo Hills, they finally have a chance to capture the objective. The Blizzard coming on through, and it's gonna force Fresno State to play on back. Domingo Hills are going to be able to take the first stage though. And with Phoenix and PB Core going down, Fresno State, they're going to have to look to retreat here. Benari, the last man up, and he's going to go down. And Domingo Hills win this first team fight here on Hybrid. And with a minute 18 left, that's going to give him the opportunity to push up the payload. Phoenix switching on through, going to be playing on the Doomfist here. And a great pivot here from Domingo Hills, able to utilize the Blizzard perfectly. And that was just like the little edge they needed. Force Fresno State zone out the dogs. And they're just able to push on through. Now we'll see what Fresno State will be able to do to counter here. Things start off with the Kitchen Rush coming on through on the side of Domingo Hills. And as Zemp unlocks the Deadeye, he's going to go down. And now it's Wikitrix pushing on through, and that's a team kill coming on favor of Domingo Hills. And now Domingo Hills, they're making their way on through. You see Wikitrix and Dummers making their way onto the checkpoint, as the rest of the team supports are staying back on the payload. And here comes the artillery strike coming on through. And Phoenix, is he gonna be spotted? Yes, he is. And Phoenix doing whatever he can to attack on through the back line. The meteor strike gonna come on through, but won't be able to take anyone out. Wikitrix in the meantime is gonna be trying to attack on the back line. With the Annihilation, he is able to take down one. And Domingo Hills, they're able to counteract here very well. A good nano boost coming on through, as that's giving Domingo Hills the opportunity to attack the checkpoint and then some. And Zem just trying to do his best to get as much damage as he can on the Hanzo. Shots unfortunately not hitting as of yet. If Zem can land a crit shot here, that could possibly turn the tides. Right now, the Fresno State's first job is just going to be able to try to attack Wiki, and they're going to do just that. Blizzard coming on through, but Tsushima caught overextended once again. And Zemp, he's going to be caught in the Blizzard numbers as well. And right now, it's Domingo Hills just winning team fight after team fight here. Fresno State, they have no counter. And a good Zuzu coming on in from Knife Fury keeps numbers in the fight. And it's going to be Zim trying to come on through with the Dragon Strike. And with that help, it is going to be able to take down one. He is going to be able to take down a second. Can he be able to get a third? No, he will not, as he gets put to sleep. But that low push is going to be enough to stop the payload here at around 66% with around 2 minutes to go. And Domingo Hills have done a really good job of just zoning out Fresno State. They're looking to continue to push on through. Wookie has been able to turn on up here for Domingo Hills. But Tsushima and the rest of the squad able to come on through, and with that team kill, Fresno State, I think they might have found their groove there with this new composition. With a change, I think the biggest change is having Tsushima and Zemp able to just switch through. Yeah, Tsushima able to finally attack that backline for Domingo Hills. Try to take down the supports. But not only that, they've been able to just do a really good job of just taking out Wiki. That's the main thing. And with 1 minute left to go, it's Domingo Hills that have to have one that's good team fight left in them. 3 ultimates available, as it's going to be the Dragon Strike coming on through and striking for 2. Wiki in Annihilation is going to be able to take down Zemp, but they won't be able to get much more than that. 5 for 1 in favor of Fresno State. And as Fresno State, they're zoning out at the checkpoint, and the payload's getting pushed back further and further. And Phoenix gonna be puts us up in this final team fight. He is gonna be nano boosted though. We'll see how much that will help. Phoenix gonna be Anton. He's gonna go down. Fresno State without 2 members as we are reaching this final fight. Zemp gonna be forced to play on back. Looking to get some damage here as he's forced to retreat on back. The Pulse Bomb, the only ultimate available for Fresno State in this final push. Tsushima looks to zone out and get a little bit of damage on Maelstrom, but it won't hit for anything. And as we move our way forward, the Pulse Bomb is going to drop, and it's going to be able to get 1. And Fresno State, they are zoning out. And that's going to be a team kill for Fresno State, as they are going to be able to hold up to 2 and roughly a half for the side of Domingo Hills.
Switching sides.
And as he switch sides, Fresno State, all they gotta do is is gonna be able to just take the point, reach the second point, and get about halfway through into that deep area of Underworld. And despite how rough things look for Fresno State, right around like the midpoint after Domingo Hills were able to get the payload up and active, it was Fresno State that were able to just make the change they needed, and they found a way to counteract Domingo Hills. And Fresno State going to be starting things up. We'll see if they are going to be able to get this payload out as fast as possible, give themselves enough time just to be able to come up with something. Make room for a composition change if needed. And as Domingo Hills makes their way out, no changes coming on through. I think they like the way this team looks for them. After all, it did help them win a majority of their team fights. And here we go. We're going to come on through. The Doomfist coming on into play for Phoenix. The only change we're going to be seeing is Tsushima going to be on the Sojourn. And it's going to be Domingo Hills opting to play back a little bit. They're going to be playing more tight corners. An interesting loadout for Domingo Hills. But Fresno State, they're looking to already capture the point. No one to contest on the side of Domingo Hills. No one here to zone out for the Toros as the Dogs. They're looking to kind of push on through. As Fresno State, they got them stuck in the little checkpoint here of this hotel. And they're going to be able to have plenty of time to be able to object the to escort the payload, as they are going to be able to win the team fight here. A 5-player kill streak here, 5 for none in favor of the Dogs. And the payload is going to begin to be escorted here. And Phoenix already playing up at this entry point of Underworld. As all the members are responding, it's going to be Wiki going to be playing on the Orisa. The Meteor Strike is available for Phoenix. So we'll see how he uses that. I'm sure if you are Domingo Hills, you're trying to be cautious. You're not trying to group together here like you did at the start. Sushime is going to actually be zoned out, though, but PB Core playing as a second DPS. Phoenix, Meteor strikes his way to a med pack. And he's going to be able to dive on through. Zemp able to come on through. He's able to get one of the Dragon Strike and is able to get a second there. And it's Fresno State able to plow on through. Only one member has gotten down of this pack. Phoenix takes on Maelstrom. And things are looking grim here for Domingo Hills. As Fresno State, they've already reached 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and they're already about to capture the this first checkpoint here. Things are not looking good for Domingo Hills. They're finally able to get a second pick. Sushime goes down once again. Oh, but a good crit from Zemp. He's going to be able to take down Night Fury. And Phoenix, he's going to be able to dive on through. He's going to be anti though. Phoenix, he's just going to get shredded here. All members had their eye on the Doomfist and he goes down. Both teams going to be without a tank. And Fresno State going to be quickly healed back on up. We're looking for Sushime. Going to be activating the overclock. And Fresno State, they're going to be able to get a good enough push. Domingo Hills, they were never able to contest once that whole entire round. And it's going to be Fresno State able to gain a 2-0 lead here on Domingo Hills. And despite the win, the play of the game is going to come on through for Domingo Hills. That good annihilation there for Wicked Tricks there on their attack half is the play of the map. But a great job from the dogs. Despite how rough it looked for Fresno State at the start of that first round, when Domingo Hills was on the attack, the dogs, they were able to make the adjustments they needed. I like the composition changes they needed. Zen playing on the Hanzo. And then not only that, having Sushime trying to attack on the backline with Tracer, it was a good switch. I don't think we got as much value off the Doomfist as we thought we were going to expect out of Phoenix, but nonetheless, the dogs, they were able to counterattack perfectly. And Domingo Hills, they showed a lot of bright spots too. We saw the composition they came in with, and they never switched off of it. They were able to win the team fights they needed. I mean, the only thing I didn't like was the little composition change they made when they were on the defense. They brought in the Orisa there, hoping to kind of negate anything from the Doofus from the Hanzo, but it just simply couldn't do anything. Just because you still left your backline vulnerable. And just because of that, you were able to get picked off one by one. And then again, you can't just do anything when you're getting crit shotted by a Hanzo. And then as we are waiting for the next map pick for Escort, we do actually have a composition change coming on through. We are getting a new DPS coming on in through for the side of Fresno State. We're going to be seeing Zemp just making his way over to the bench and subbed in by KCV. KCV, when we do see him, he's one that does like to play either a Widow or an Ashe. But we have also seen him also play on a little bit of everything. We see him play on the Tracer. We have seen him play a lot of Sojourn as well. But I'm expecting for him, maybe we see the Ashe come into play that we talked about at the start of the cast. We'll see. No changes that it looks like for the side of Domingo Hills. But no, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Fresno State. Are they going to be able to keep this up, though, and closing things out with another 3-0 win? Because if we go ahead and take a look at the GGBeach bracket, it's been nothing but 3-0s Fresno State in the first one are able to win 3-0 against CCR. They did fall to Bronco Esports Green 3-0. But then from there, like, just look at the amount of 3-0s. We've only had one match, and that was the winter semifinal match between Bronco Esports Green and UCR Blue. Other than that, teams have essentially been playing so uneven rather, as these have just been matches of just like feast or famine, where teams just fall one after another. Let's see, do we have our escort pick? No, we do not. We are still waiting for that pick to come on through. But let's go ahead and talk about the preview for the bracket, because if the Dogs win tonight, their next step will be facing Irvine Valley College, who so far, they were one of the few teams that were able to get a bye. They were able to just get a good steamroll on CSU Fullerton Overwatch before falling to Long Beach Black. So we'll see how things go, because Fresno State, they're looking to carry this momentum forward. Coach Ryan really does believe they can make it to that grand finals match there in Long Beach that takes place over during spring break. He believes they could be there, and he believes they could take a title and bring home another trophy for the Dogs. And we'll see if they will be able to do so, because there's still a few matches that are going to be taking place over the next couple weeks. And I would like to inform you guys, we do also have our next map pick in Dorado. Both teams are getting set. Fresno State's ready to go, and Domingo Hills, we're just waiting for them to get the ready up, and then we will be able to jump on into Dorado. And we have seen KCB pull up we've seen a few different compositions on Dorado. I'm expecting probably the Winston pick coming on through for Fresno State on the defense and the attack. We may see the Widow at the start. It's either that or Sojourn. Won't be surprised if we see either a Cassidy or a Deadeye come into play. Soldier we haven't been seeing as much as of lately, but it could be possible we could be seeing Soldier as well come on into play. And then more than likely Anna, and probably I'm expecting Lucio. We shall see. Azu, no, we're getting the Zen, as Fresno State defense is making their way on through. Phoenix going to be playing in on the Doomfist. KCV opting in for the Cassidy, and Tsushima going to be playing on the Genji. And alongside that, Venari going to be playing on the Ana. And then it's going to be PB Cord. Going to be coming through on the Brig. Get a little picks as with 10 seconds until the gates are up and the floodgates open for Domingo Hills to make their attack here in a do or die round for them. Phoenix going to be playing up for high ground here. Domingo Hills playing a conservative approach here. And Numbers going to be playing on the Echo. Looks to get a little bit of chip damage, but it's going to be forced to retreat on back. He tries to attack from above, but Ooh is able to escape away. He is able to get Tsushima though, who try to dive on through. First Blood falls into the hands of Domingo Hills. And we're looking through as Wicked Tricks trying to attack the back line here. But nothing as of yet. He's forced to retreat on back. But the payload is reaching a good point for them so far, as they're able to slowly just push it forward. Wicked Trick's taking a little bit of damage as he's trying to take a battle on with the supports. PB Cord trying to play like a DPS, but unfortunately does go down. And Domingo Hills right now, they're the ones that are taking advantage of this fight. And ooh, the grenades stick onto KCB, and that's gonna not be good for the Dogs as he goes down. Phoenix goes down. And that was, and Venari, the last man standing for the Dogs, is going to force the rest of the team to retreat on back. And that's a quick first objective for Domingo Hills. Similar to what we saw from Wiki at the start of that hybrid map, he's just pushing on through. He's playing a key factor here for Domingo Hills. And Domingo Hills, they have 3 ultimates to activate, including the Primal Rage with the Nano Boost. This could be huge as Wiki, he's going to be able to get 1. This is a 2 for nil. Could potentially be a 3 for nil, but instead, Wiki falls down. And the Meteor Strike falls on through, and this is Fresno State's chance to strike back. But Phoenix currently in a 2v4 fight. And Fresno State, I think they're kind of forced to retreat on back here. Not going to be able to capitalize off the Meteor Strike. And the Kitchen Rush going to be activated for the side of Domingo Hills. Tsushima unfortunately does go down. The Dragon Blade is up and active, and he's going to be able to get a second here. And off the Dragon Blade, Tsushima looks to continue to push forward. And this the Fresno State DPS is now forcing Domingo Hills to play off their back foot. The Primal Rage coming on through, looking to take out Tsushima, but Tsushima able to dash and retreat on back. KCV playing on the high ground, able to take out 1 with the Helix Rockets. And right now it's currently Fresno State here, taking up on the high ground on both sides. Kind of pinching Domingo Hills here from 2 different points of contact. And hold up, Fresno State, they're showing good signs of life. The Meteor Strike going to come on through, and Phoenix, he's going to spot Knife Fury here. Just leaving Numbers all alone. And Numbers, he's going to be forced to play back into the plaza. And Fresno State, they've managed to find a way to turn things around here. And as we look at ultimates and nano boosts available from Maelstrom, and ooh, Tsushima going down is kind of a bad thing for Fresno State. And we see the Soldier 76 up and active with the Tactical Visor, but it will not last long. As hold up, we got Domingo Hills now. They've started recapturing momentum onto their side. The payload advancing on further as it reaches around 80% before it reaches the next checkpoint. Phoenix currently the only man trying to kind of zone out. He's trying to dive on through from the back line, but a good anti coming on through for the side of Maelstrom. It's going to force Phoenix to play on back, but he's still going to continue to dive on through. Phoenix trying to solo here for the Dogs. He's trying to attack that back line, but getting put to step will not help him out as he goes down. However, Wiki does go down as well. And with the Dragon Blade available, this could be dangerous for the side of Domingo Hills. Tsushima may not need it though. Both supports go down for Domingo Hills, and that's going to give Fresno State an opportunity to breathe. And with 1 minute left, Domingo Hills, they got 1 potentially good team fight left in them. They do have a couple key ultimates available though. Night Fury does have his Kitsune Rush available, the Blade Storm available, the Pulse Bomb also available as well. If low 5s can be able to stick that on to the right person, it could turn the tides to be able to give them another point on the board. But the Dragon Blade able to come on through for Tsushima as well, but he won't be able to do enough damage. And the Meteor Strike going to be able to come on through and force Phoenix to retreat on back. Numbers currently in favor for Domingo Hills, but Fresno State are looking for the kills they need. Phoenix, the only man looking here to contest, as Fresno State, they are playing a position back past the checkpoint. And the objective so close, and Knife Fury able to get a good shot here. As right now, it's Domingo Hills looking to push through. Ooh, a lot of good eliminations coming out through the for the side of Fresno State. The tactical advice coming out through, and it's going to help as Fresno State are able to get 3 there in that team fight. Make it a 4th as KCB gets the final kill there in that 4-for-0 trade in that final team fight.
Score.
That holds Domingo Hills up to 1.
Switching sides.
In addition, Domingo Hills able to just reach 95 meters.
Initiating match.
And Fresno State, they put themselves in a prime position to come away with a 3-0 sweep here. Would be their 3rd one in the GGBeach tournament. The question is, are they going to be able to close things out here, or will Domingo Hills be able to once again take the team fights they need
Ready for battle.
and be able to take this over to a potential push? And the team for Domingo Hills, as the rest of the Toros are making their way on through the positive for their first defense. And you see the compositions on both sides. Lo-Fi's making the only change for the side of Domingo Hills. Going to be playing on the Sojourn.
5, 4.
And then KCB going to be playing on the Sojourn as well. Fresno State looking to push on through. And Domingo Hills going to be taking objective up on the high ground. Forcing Fresno State to play low. Fresno State doesn't really have necessarily anyone to really dive on through. And right now it is currently Phoenix finding an opportunity to try to strike, but unfortunately won't be able to convert. But numbers kind of overextended here. And that is going to open up the doors for Fresno State to push on through. Domingo Hills retreating on back into the plaza. And Fresno State, similar to the way Domingo Hills were able to start things on up. Just a slow push. Just able to try to exchange blows. But with no one going down. Knife Fury though. Able to strike first here for Domingo Hills. As the Toros might have found their opportunity to strike. Trying to come on through on the flank, but Phoenix reads it perfectly. Tsushima able to take down numbers, but Wikitrix able to get the trade.
Come on, let's move this payload.
KCV back join here, pushing the objective on his own. And he's not spotted. Finally, it's going to be Domingo Hills that are able to notice. Just leaving a respawn Tsushima on his own. And Domingo Hills, they're going to take advantage, winning this first team fight. And look, we're taking a look at ultimates. The Kitchen Rush and the Nano Boost are available for Domingo Hills. But the Meteor Strike, the Nano Boost, and very closely behind is going to be the Dragon Blade. But Domingo Hills, they are grouped up, and that could be a perfect opportunity for Tsushima. Ooh. But a Nano Boost and Winston diving on through is very dangerous for the dogs. And the Dragon Blade coming on through. And that's going to help as Wiki goes down. That's going to be a second now for Tsushima. Tsushima, can he get a third? He's taking a 1v1 fight here with the DPS, but he's going to go down. But that might be the little nudge the dogs needed. As they are continuing to advance the payload forward. But at a meter, it's going to be a Primal Reach Wiki trying to contest, but it won't be able to last long. Fresno State are going to be able to reach the checkpoint here. So we have the opportunity for at least one more push if Fresno State aren't able to tie and overtake Domingo Hills. Domingo Hill so far have looked strong here on this defense, with them winning a majority of the fights. But the question is, can the dogs have one more good fight in them? A meter strike trying to attack the back line won't do for Phoenix. But Fresno State consistently pushing the payload. But Tsushima once again targeted. And now Phoenix overextended as well. He's going to go down. And Fresno State now they're looking to retreat on back after reaching halfway through. And Fresno State, they're looking to just plow over Domingo Hills. Looking to just continue to snowball. But they're not finding those opportunities. And now it's Venari on the lane to attack, but won't be able to get anything to come on through. Numbers, after using their duplication, is going to be forced to retreat on back. Wiki going to be nano boosted, and now this is Domingo Hill's opportunity to strike back. However, the Transcendence is up for PB Core, and that's going to keep his team alive, but it won't keep him alive for long as low fives able to counteract there with the overclock. But Tsushima has the Dragon Blade available, and that's going to be able to take down 2. And this may be it for the dogs as he's able to get a 3rd. And that's just going to leave Vaughn available, and Tsushima able to get 4. And what is more than likely the play of the game as Fresno State close things out in a 3-0 fashion. And Fresno State Overwatch are going to be able to advance on through the losers bracket once more. And like I said, Tsushima going to have that play of the game off that final push there. The Dragon Blade converting for 3. And he had a little extra sauce on it as he's able to dash on in and get a 4th with the melee kill. And let's go ahead and head on into the Discord, and let's see if we do have a post-match interview ready to go. But once again, a great job on the side of Fresno State. Let me go ahead and just contact, see who we're getting for this post-match interview. But once again, a great dominant showing coming on in through for Fresno State. And it looks like we are going to be getting one coming on through for a post-match interview. We are going to be interviewing. Actually, I don't want to spoil it just yet until he comes on through. But once again, a great job from Fresno State. And here we go. We have our man for the night. Our post-match interview is going to be the Fresno State DPS himself, Zemp. Zemp, hang on, let me make sure you're not muted real quick. Oh, you're not muted. You are good. My man. Howdy, howdy.
How's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad. So, a great job for you guys tonight after a dominant 3-0 fashion against Domingo Hills. So, what was your guys' mindset heading in before the match tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, try to get the rust out. We haven't played in a little bit together, so, try to get that chemistry back together and made sure we performed and definitely looked like we did, so.
Yeah, you guys definitely performed, especially when you guys were on the attack. I mean, just from attack, your guys' attack sides on both hybrid and escort, they looked phenomenal, especially on the first two. What's your guys' mindset when you guys are put on the attack, where you guys kind of have to play offensive?
Yeah, I mean, I think we always kind of have that game plan, we're always looking for the important cooldowns that the enemies have. And, once we see those are out, we try to make our move at that point, and usually it turns out pretty well for us. And yeah, that's kind of how we game plan around that.
Yeah, and then you guys' game plan One thing I did want to focus on too is because on that hybrid, you made one little change, but it made a massive impact. The moment you switched on over into Hanzo, that defense or that attack for Domingo Hills just simply couldn't get past you guys. Uh, how is it like for you when you switch over? Like, was the Hanzo like something like someone suggests to you, or is it like something you just like go back to in a time of need? What like ideally like puts into play when you switch on into someone else?
Yeah, so I mean, in that specific situation, we were struggling. It felt like they were kind of just running over us, and there wasn't really much we could do with the comp we were running. So we decided to go for a more like spammy comp to see if we could punish the people who kept just pushing up and, having no really restrictions against us. So once I made that swap, and then we made some other swaps, I think on the support side, it definitely helped a lot, and we were able to pretty much, take them down with the spam, and it helped out a lot. So the Hanzo pick felt really good, and felt like I was hitting all my shots, and was able to punish them a lot. So it was nice.
I'll say, dude, it was so much massive punishment coming on in through for you. And you have honestly been like one of like the key backbones to this Fresno State squad ever since last season. Since I started broadcasting, you've honestly been like a key factor for Fresno State in determining whether or not how the games go. And it was great seeing you play tonight as well. And you guys are gonna be able to play again in the next coming week, I believe. As if we we'll go ahead and we'll show this to our viewers as well. The bracket. Your guys' next match is going to be against Irvine Valley College. Is there gonna be anything you guys are gonna be kind of like focusing on as you guys head into that match, or is that something that's gonna be kept down low?
I mean, as of right now, I think we kind of know a little bit about them. I know probably more this week we'll dive a little bit deeper and see if, we can try to get some more information about them, and, kind of work out a game plan against them. But I know they're not going to be an easy task. It's going to be a good match, so we're definitely going to have to work hard for it to get that W.
Yep, work hard indeed. I mean, you guys are constantly putting in work. I was there for you guys' VOD review on Friday, and I know you guys put in just such massive work from scrimming to being in two leagues in one tournament, which is just a lot of load for you guys. And just you, Coach Ryan, and the rest of the team, you guys are doing a great job. And with that being
Thank
said, thank you for joining me tonight, as well as being a big contribution for tonight as well.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure as always talking to you guys. You have a good night, sir.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, have a good one. And that was Zemp, who we got to conversate with, who was a big crucial factor to Fresno State's win tonight over CSU Domingo Hills in a 3-0 fashion. The next time we do see this Fresno State Overwatch squad, is either going to be probably going to be another GGBeach match. It just depends on when they do schedule that one. When we do get an update, I'll go ahead and provide the details with you guys. With that being said, that's going to conclude Overwatch for the night. The next time we will be up will be for tomorrow's match, where we're going to be seeing Fresno State Blue come on into the Valorant server, as they are going to be taking on UBC Rose. That match is set for an 8 o'clock Pacific showtime, and we'll see how the dogs are going to be able to perform. Started off, they already have won 2 matches, which is more than what the Fresno State Blue team was able to win last semester. Are they going to be able to keep it up and may potentially go into playoffs? Maybe we'll find out when they face off against UBC Rose tomorrow night. Once again, match starts at 8 o'clock. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning on in to tonight's broadcast of Fresno State Overwatch over here on Fresno State Esports. If you would like to be notified on any future matches, go ahead and just turn on notifications down below. Hit a follow if you haven't already. If you want to also be notified as well, go ahead and join over to our Discord over at !Discord in the chat, and you can be able to tune on in. We are also filling out forms as well for those that are looking into possibly starting up a new team over here at Fresno State. We are looking to potentially add in 1, maybe even possibly 2 new varsity squads in a new game genre. So If you're interested, go ahead and fill out the form in the Discord. Get a couple buddies at state to join on in. We'd be more than happy to have you guys join on in and maybe potentially be our next team. But with that being said, from the Overwatch team, from the Fresno State Esports Media team, I am Ricky J. Thank you guys so much for tuning on into tonight's broadcast. Peace and love, and go dogs. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Beats.